everyone, and welcome to my very first edition of Balancing the Books. So if you don't know Emma from Drinking by My Shelf, I would highly encourage you go and watch her videos and subscribe to her channel. She is amazing and has some really unique ideas. And what I like so much is that she has monthly formats, which is a thing that I love about BookTube. But her monthly formats are super different. So it's like still structure, but different structure. I really love that. And so one of her kind of video series that I find super entertaining and feel like I need to do as well is Balancing the Books. In this kind of series, every month she looks at all of the books she bought or received and all of the books she read. And then at the end of the month, she always wants to have 5 less books on her TBR than she had. Is it 5 in her case? I don't know. I know I'm gonna do 5. I think it's 5 for her as well. She wants to have 5 less books on her TBR than she had at the beginning of the month. And since I am having an ever-growing TBR, but I don't want to go on a book buying ban, I thought this is an amazing idea for me to actually reduce my TBR without me having to, go on a book buying ban. I need to, either read more or at the end of the month get rid of some books or buy less. Like, I have basically kind of 3 options for this to work. So I really like this idea because it's definitely gonna help me reduce the number of my TBR, but it doesn't have to be via a book buying ban. Not sure yet if you understand the system and how it works if you don't know it yet, but we're gonna get there. Now, I'm gonna talk about all of the books that I bought and received first, and then I'm gonna talk about everything that I read and DNF'd. Now, I'm not gonna talk about what I thought of the books or, what the books are about or anything like that. That is what my book hauls are for. That is what my wrap-ups are for. That is what my recent DNFs are for. This is really just a series that I'm doing to keep my TBR under control. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it for this very first edition because I kind of just decided to do this in the very middle of the month. I am not yet, wanting to achieve my goal. I am giving myself this first month as kind of seeing how this works, kind of getting an idea of how much I buy, how much I receive, how much I read, and how it balances. I'm not being too mean to myself in the very first month. Oh yeah, and if you're watching this and you're wondering why I am not, mentioning a certain book, then that's probably because that is a book that I got from the library or from Script or anything like that. So that's a book that I never really owned in the first place. Let's start with the books that I bought and received. I am not including the books that I had previously read before I bought the book. So this month I bought The Abyss Surrounds Us and Dumplin', which I've read months ago. What I am gonna include is, for example, City of Ghosts, which I received this month and then read this month. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? We're gonna, we're both gonna get there during the next couple of months. So I started August and I'm starting this series with a whopping 118 books on my TBR, which is not good, especially considering that at the beginning of the year I thought I could reduce my TBR to 50. Yeah, we're not gonna get there, but you're definitely gonna see at the end of this why I want to go for -5 every month. So let's talk about which books I got. I have Ink, Iron and Glass by Gwendolyn Clare, which I have not yet read. I have Dreamology by Lucy Keating, which I have not yet read. I have The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, which I have not yet read. I have Of Triton by Anna Banks, which I have already read this month. Well, last month, I guess. I have Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore, which I have not yet read. I have The Kingdom of Little Wounds by Susan Kokal, which I have not yet read. And I have The Big Lie by Julie Mayhew, which I have not yet read. These are all the physical books so far. A lot of pluses, but I also got some ARCs. I've not written down the author's name, so if I don't remember, I'm very sorry. First off, I got City of Broken Magic, which I have not yet read. I got The Meaning of Birds by J. Robin Brown, which I have not yet read. I got Circle of Shadows, which I have not yet read. I got Sherwood by Megan Spooner, which I have not yet read. And I got City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, which I have read. So, yeah. Now let's talk about all of the books that I owned that I read. From the physical ones, I read Fire Study by Maria V. Snyder, Georgia Peaches and Other Forbidden Fruit by J. Robin Brown, and Of Poseidon by Anna Banks. Then I also read my arc of Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno, A Touch of Gold by Annie Sullivan, and Summerbird Blue by it can be done, Bowman. And finally, I thankfully, otherwise this number would look even worse, I also DNF'd It's Not Like It's a Secret by Misa Zagura and These Rebel Waves by Sarah Rash. So that leaves this month at a whooping 120 books. I am ending this very first month with +2 books, which is not great, but as I said, you know, this first month is just kind of to get the series started. This is just like the first time introducing the series, introducing it to you, introducing it to me. As I said, I only thought about doing this kind of in the middle of the month anyway, so I didn't really have a lot of chance to work with this yet. But yeah, so that's why I'm doing -5 books every month, because you know, with September, October, November, and December left, that will mean that hopefully by the end of the year, I will be at 100 books. I am not yet sure how serious I'm gonna take this. I want to say I will be super strict with it, because there are definitely books on my TBR, especially ebooks, that I for sure can get rid of. But at the same time, you know, I'm scared, but I want to do this. I definitely am gonna do this series until the end of the year, and then I'm just gonna see, you know, how I feel about it, how you feel about it, and then I'll decide if I continue this or not. For now, this is just a project that I'm kind of testing and just seeing, you know, if I like it, if you like it. As I said, this is really just like about numbers. This is not about the content of the book. This is about numbers. This is about getting my TBR and my life in control. So yeah, definitely let me know your opinions about the series. Do you like it or dislike it? Do you think this is something that you'd be interested in watching every month? It's totally fine if you don't. You know, like, please leave me your honest feedback, because yeah, I'm doing this for me and my TBR, but like, if nobody ends up liking this series and nobody ends up watching this, then I'm not really sure if I'm like motivated enough to do it. You know, I feel like this is always something that's like entertaining and fun to watch as well, especially when there's gonna be months, and you know they will happen, where I will have to get rid of books. So yeah, but as I said, leave me your honest feedback, or if you're like indifferent about it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till next month and see what happens. Like, all of your opinions are fine. I, you know, just want to know what you think about the series. And if you like it, just kind of try and cheer me on. Like, if next month I end up with plus anything, which would mean that I have to get rid of more than 5 books. No, I can't take that. So please cheer me on and hope that I do well with this one. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about this. I'm sure I forgot something, and I will need to, you know, put some more details into next month's video, but this is everything for now. So yeah, I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday. So click subscribe to never miss anything and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye! Will I be able to like actually balance the physical books? Oh no, I already... Did I do it? Am I doing it? Oh god. Oh, that's a lot. I don't like it. Not gonna do that every month.